for a bite-sized segment. How much are you paying for fast food? Are you in a state with among the highest share of costs for fast food per the median budget? WalletHub examined the prices of food like fast food burgers, pizza, and fried chicken sandwiches across all 50 states. Now, the combined costs were then compared with each state's median household income. Let's take a look at states where people spend the most and the least on fast food, where researchers said that the fast food prices are increasing on average 60% over the last decade, and people are wondering if the cost is even worth it anymore. Where you live can have a big impact on how much you shell out of your budget for fast food. It costs around 1.8 times more in the most expensive state than the cheapest states relative to the median income. The top 5 states for the percent of monthly income spent on fast food: Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana, New Mexico, West Virginia. Of course, topping that list being Mississippi, buying just one fast food burger, a small pizza, and a fried chicken sandwich, it's about 3 meals there, cost residents about 0.48% of the median monthly household income. Now, when it comes to fast food prices, it actually ranks towards the bottom of the country. It's in the bottom half of states for both pizza and fried chicken sandwiches. For example, it's only 32nd most expensive for burgers. However, for that state, since residents' median earnings are low at around $56,400, fast food still costs a large percentage of their income. Arkansas, at the second highest amount spent per monthly income, is the 5th most expensive state for burgers. But it also has the lowest pizza prices and the second lowest fried chicken sandwich prices. The state's high ranking for fast food expensiveness is driven less by prices themselves and more by its 4th lowest median household income at $60,700, which makes even lower cost meals less affordable. And then third on the most expensive per budget was Louisiana. They have the 33rd most expensive state for burgers, and the 35th most expensive state for chicken sandwiches, though it's 9th least expensive for pizzas. Now, a key factor that is making Louisiana the 3rd lowest median income in the nation at $60,700, and when this is combined with other moderate fast food prices, again, that results in residents there paying a disproportionately higher amount for their fast food. Now, the 5 bottom places for how much is spent on their income on meals, well, according to WalletHub, the bottom 5 is Connecticut, Utah, Massachusetts, Maryland, and New Jersey. But you got to take into account some other factors WalletHub didn't take up in their research, just looking at the cost of certain fast food items and comparing that to the median income. You've also got to look at what the tax is in your state and also minimum wage costs, but they don't always correlate. Let's take a look at the top states for the WalletHub list and how much they have on income and also for the sales tax. For Mississippi, it's up to 10% in state and local taxes. You've got a $7.25 minimum wage. For Arkansas, it's 6.5% in local sales taxes. It's an $11 minimum wage. In other areas, it could be up to 10% in that state and local tax. Again, the state may have a flat tax, but then local municipalities and counties, they can add on an additional tax for prepared foods. By the way, a lot of these states also exempt groceries from taxation, but they keep that sales tax on prepared foods. Now, if you look at the bottom 5 and the percent of monthly income on fast food and look at the sales tax and the minimum wage for that state, doesn't necessarily correlate with being affordable when it comes to that minimum wage or the taxes. In Connecticut, for example, they have a nearly $17 minimum wage. And the tax on prepared foods like fast food, it's $7.35. Now, Utah, up to 8.75% of a sales tax. Their minimum wage, only $7.25 an hour. Massachusetts, Maryland, New Jersey, also having high minimum wage at $15, but their sales taxes about 6.6%. So what are your favorite fast food guilty pleasures? Be sure to leave those in the comment below, but also how much you're paying in taxes for your most recent fast food meal. We'll review those here with the Center Square Daily. From my studios in Central Illinois, I'm Greg Bishop, and you can join us back here Thursday for more stories impacting you, the taxpayer, from around the country, only with the Center Square Daily.